In Greek mythology, Tantalus is a figure known for his tragic punishment in the afterlife. He was a wealthy and powerful king of Sipylus, but his actions ultimately led to his downfall. Tantalus is best known for his punishment in the underworld, where he is eternally tormented by hunger and thirst, despite being surrounded by food and water. Tantalus was a son of Zeus and the nymph Pluto, making him a demigod with a privileged position in society. He was known for his great wealth and power, and he lived in a magnificent palace in Sipylus. However, Tantalus was not content with his abundant riches and sought to elevate his status even further. This desire for more led him down a path of treachery and deceit, ultimately leading to his downfall. One of the most infamous stories about Tantalus involves his attempt to test the gods' omniscience. Tantalus invited the gods to a feast at his palace and sought to impress them with his wealth and hospitality. However, he had a sinister plan in mind. Tantalus decided to serve his own son, Pelops, as a dish to the gods, believing that they would not be able to discern the meat's true identity. This act of sacrilege and disrespect towards the divine beings would have dire consequences for Tantalus. The gods, particularly Zeus, were not oblivious to Tantalus' deceitful intentions. They saw through his ruse and were deeply offended by his actions. In response, Zeus enacted a severe punishment for Tantalus, one that would haunt him for eternity. Tantalus was condemned to spend the afterlife in Tartarus, the darkest and deepest part of the underworld, where he would be subjected to endless suffering. Tantalus' punishment in the underworld is the most well-known aspect of his myth. He was placed in a pool of water up to his chin, and above him hung a bountiful fruit tree laden with delicious fruits. At first glance, it would seem that Tantalus was surrounded by everything he needed to satisfy his hunger and thirst. However, there was a cruel twist to his punishment. Whenever Tantalus attempted to reach for the fruits, the branches would sway out of his grasp, and the water would recede whenever he tried to drink from it. This perpetual cycle of tantalizing nearness to sustenance, yet never being able to partake, became the eternal torment of Tantalus. The myth of Tantalus serves as a cautionary tale about the consequences of hubris and disrespecting the gods. Tantalus' pride and arrogance led him to commit a heinous act that defied the natural order and offended the divine beings. The punishment he received was a reflection of the severity of his transgression. Tantalus was condemned to endure unending suffering, forever deprived of the basic necessities of sustenance, despite their tantalizing proximity. The myth of Tantalus also illustrates the concept of divine retribution and the idea that mortals are subject to the judgment of the gods. Tantalus' actions did not go unpunished, and his fate serves as a warning to others who might seek to challenge or undermine the authority of the divine beings. It emphasizes the importance of reverence and humility in the face of the gods and the consequences of overstepping the boundaries set by the divine order.